innings. George is getting ready to go. He's showing signs of why many are calling him one of the most promising young talents this season. It's the Corpus Christi Hooks taking on the Midland Rockhounds. We'll be back to get this one started after this. Welcome back. Today's starting pitcher, James George. Not known for tremendous strikeout ability, so he's going to have to force weak contact with good command and movement. The defenders behind him are going to have to be ready to go because the hitters will probably be putting balls into play frequently. Strike two.
0-2.
Battling here, fouls it away. Kicks and delivers. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Frozen with the heater at the knees. Now stepping to the plate for Midland, Johnny Butler.
No balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. 1 out and the base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Home first moving quickly tonight, 2 away. Coming up to the dish now for Midland, number 42. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, nice changeup. Off to a great start on the mound. It could be a tough game for this lineup. Frame on the mound, he sets him down. Nobody on with 1 out. Now at the plate, James George. That's a base hit.
The third baseman,
Digging in for the Hooks, Shea Whitcomb.
Needs you right now. Make something happen for us.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball right side, could be 2. The second, there's 1. Back to first, double play. Nice job to get over, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left aboard. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Bottom of the inning, and here is Caden Trenkle.
C-Ride. 0-1.
It's a comebacker to the mound. 1 away.
He's out.
that is good. The catcher.
Shane McGuire, the next to hit.
Ahoy! No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
0-2.
No score here in the second inning. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. Efficient work on the mound there. And now the right fielder, Nate Nankill. Foul ball there. 2 outs and nobody aboard. He swings and fouls one off. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Down to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. We've played 2 innings. No score. As we go to the last of the third, at the plate, Colby Halter.
No, that's a ball.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Right through there for a strike. 1-2 now. And that's a strikeout looking. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Stepping in for the Rockhound performance recently can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Puts it away. 2 down. And the batter will be the shortstop. And that one fouled off. Still scoreless in the bottom half of the third. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. In the air, right field. Fair ball. Back to the top of the order here. Here's the third baseman, Drew Swift. Went down on strikes the first time through. Swift stands at 6 foot even, batting leadoff today, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2021.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got the batter swinging. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, James George. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that drops in for a strike. On the ground to the left, Swift. Play made, that ends the inning. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. We're midway through the 4th. We're all tied, 0-0. Welcome back. The Rockhounds at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. Despite being in the Texas League for more than 50 years, the Rockhounds have had just 3 big league parent clubs: the Cubs, the Angels, and the Athletics. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Inside, just missed. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And there's one away.
Now batting, first baseman.
The first baseman getting ready to hit. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time. Fouled off, he was late. The 0-1. Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 down. And he just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. Foul ball there. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Strike 2. Rapid fire work on the mound. He's keeping these batters on their toes. Here's a grounder up the middle. Handles the chance. On the run, sends it over to first.
He made it.
Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Couldn't get the out, but what a defensive effort. Covered a ton of ground, and then made a strong throw to make the play a little closer. So a runner aboard. Next up for the Rockhounds, Shane McGuire. He swings and fouls one off. 0-1 now. There's a strike. And he grounds it to the right side. That ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Moving on to the 5th. No score. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Rockhounds batting. Strong start to the season, putting up some impressive slugging numbers so far. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Got the batter looking for the K. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the fifth. Now it's the second baseman, Colby Halter. Caught looking the first time up. Out on the mound, he's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, he's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing, and he's not missing the zone. Comes up empty, strike two. Once again, he's ahead 0-2, and he's got the power in this at-bat. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the air to left, Daniels on the move. Hauls it in, 2 away. Now stepping to the plate for Midland, Henry Bolte. Fly ball out to left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that's that. Home half of the sixth. Coming up to the dish now for Midland, the shortstop, number 42.
That's a strike.
That one finds the zone. Twice now he's let a high strike go by, and the pitcher's gotten ahead 0-2. Now I think he climbs the ladder. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Now here's the 0-2. That one just misses. That was really close around the knees, but he's handling it well on the mound. Just has to adjust his sights. Swings through it for the K. Leadoff batter retired in the sixth. So digging in, Drew Swift, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Ball. 1-0.
Now 1-1.
1-1. Ball.
One out and the base is empty. That one fouled off, 2-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. Johnny Butler will hit next. He's shown some excellent command in this game, and that's helped drive his success, really putting the ball where he wants it to go. Strike two. He didn't like either of the first two he saw, and now he has to battle down 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2-3. So another good inning. Next up, the designated hitter, James George, 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Out to short. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Another scoreless inning. That's 7 shutout frames now. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, number 42. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Great job so far on the mound, and I think curveballs like that one are a big part of the reason why. Comes up empty, strike two.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. And he looks to have picked up right where he left off. Looks like he doesn't want to hand the ball off to the bullpen just yet. Impressive work. Here's the left fielder, Caden Trenkle. Swing and a drive. It's got a chance. Leaping, can't haul it in, and it hits the fence. Round second, going for third. At third now with one away, that's a triple. No question, he came up ready to hit. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to carry over the fence. Now a chance to take the lead, and that's an opportunity they can't afford to squander this late in the game. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Great hustle out of the box. He knew he had to go full out to get the hit. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. This next at bat looms very large. In there at the knees. No balls, 2 strikes. In this spot, he knows he has to execute. Looking for either a strikeout or a double play. In there, he's safe. The calculus has shifted out there on the mound. Before throwing that one in the dirt, the pitcher could have had that double play ball to escape the inning. But now, any mistake you make could be catastrophic. Impeccable discipline to lay off. Strike 3, got him swinging. Huge K there. Here comes the manager out of the dugout. So they turn things over to the righty, Jose Fleury. Comes in with a chance for save number 2 on the season. George in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one was right down the middle. I have to think he took it because he's trying to get a better read on this arm. Skied to left, and this should do it. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. George pitched into the 7th for a quality start. Top half of the 2nd from Midland. Since he's got a 4-0 lead, he should attack the zone and avoid walks. Lots of margin for error right now. Out in front, ripped foul. If you're looking for a vegetarian option here in Midland, the concession stand has some really nice cowboy caviar. That's a fancy local name for a black-eyed pea salad. Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Got the hitter. Collected the single because of it. Shea Whitcomb digs in now. The 3-0 pitch. There goes the runner, and ball 4. 2 aboard. And I'm a bit surprised he went to the off-speed there. If it's a fastball, less of a chance of walking him. Here's the catcher, Cesar Salazar. And the 1-2. Runner's on the move. In the dirt. Throw to third. Safe. Double steal. Two runners in scoring position and nobody out. Fly ball to center. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Applies the tag and they get 2. Double play. James George now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. So they go. Runner at first. James George, the next to hit. 1 for 2.
You got it.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Nice job to knock that one back up the middle for a base hit. That's exactly the kind of approach you love to see at this level. Soft contact in the air. Hauls it in. One away. Digging in, Cesar Salazar. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. They get one. Double play. Boy, they cannot seem to break through. That's the inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. The Rockhounds lead it 6-0. Nobody on and 2 outs. Zach Daniels will hit next. Fly to center, and that ought to do it. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss, but he did a nice job. If you're looking to bring more good vibrations into your life, then call Thad's Theremin Therapy. They've got just the right lack of touch to help you.
Yep. No ball. 1 strike.
Top half of the second from Midland. Left field getting pretty deep. Is this one going to go? It's off the wall. Around first and heading for second. Into second easily with a leadoff double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to carry over the fence. Now they've got a good shot at... Runner takes off for third. In the dirt.
He's in there.
Throw and safe. That is a stolen base. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Liner to left. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. 1 out and a runner at second. Next up for the Rockhounds, Nick Schwartz. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the air to center.
Relay three.
And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Here's the throw. Tag out at third. That is a double play. Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, James George. Drove it off the wall last time, just missed going yard. Popped up, Nankill on the move. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Base is empty, 1 away. And now at the plate, Nick Schwartz. Lines this one to center. That's a base hit. The tying run is aboard. Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, James George. 1 for 2. George measures 6'2", 210 pounds. He's been unconscious at the plate, hitting better than .350 in his last 10 games. That's a slider for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Line drive, that's a base knock. Makes the turn, heads for second base. Here comes the throw. And it's a 2-out double. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Love the hands on that swing. Out front of the ball with the right launch angle and barrel placement to put it right in the gap for the 2-bagger. Now a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. Now the third baseman, Shea Whitcomb. Runner at second with 2 down. And now the runner breaks for third. No throw, and he steals third easily. On the ground. There with plenty of time,
That's an out.
inning over. A double in the inning, but the runner is stranded. So up next, James George. Runner at first with nobody out. Outfielders will want to get the ball in quickly if it gets past the infield. Keep them from going first to third. And a base hit. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Shea.
So digging in, Shea Whitcomb. Swinging a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Runner tags at second. To third, not in time, and it's runners at the corners with one gone. The wind definitely played a role there. Off the bat, I thought that one was gone for sure. One out and two on. And here's the catcher, Cesar Salazar. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pops this one up to the right side. 2 away. 2 outs with runners at the corners. Next to hit, Logan Cerny. 0-2, rocks and fires. Runner on the go. On the ground to the right side. Steps on the bag.
He's out.
Ball game. George certainly wasn't why they took the loss. A 3-hit performance, including 2 that went for extra bases. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was in this one. Every at-bat felt like an opportunity. James George has been absolutely phenomenal. 1 down. James George getting ready to hit. 3 hits in the loss last night. A laser to left for a base hit. So 1 on now with 1 away. Digging in for the hooks, Bryce Matthews.
Need you right here, huh, now?
Batting 6, the second baseman, Bryce Matthews.
And here's the 0-2.
1-2.
Rolls away a little bit. And 1 and 2. Runner on the go. Called third strike. Throw to second and out. And that'll end the inning. All set for the bottom of the third. Now the left fielder, Junior Perez. Line drive to center. And it gets down for a base hit. We're in the top half of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, James George. Swing, and that ball. There's 1 down.
The second baseman, Bryce Matthews.
We're in the bottom of the 6th. Stepping in for the Rockhounds, Johnny Butler. Ripped into the outfield. And that's a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. Not stopping, he's headed to third. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. Nice hitting by the batter, but great defense and a big swing in momentum getting the tag out at third base. That is a lift for the pitcher. On the ground to third, Swift. Slings to first.
Out.
Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. Go-ahead run on base. And now the center fielder, James George. 1 for 3. That one down the line. And it's just foul. That was close. The pitch. Base hit into score from third. It's an RBI single. They move into the lead in the eighth.
Now that second base.
Clutch hitting right there to give them the lead this late in the ball game. Nice line drive cut there. Had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. The 2-2. Grounder to third. Swift. That ends the inning and limits the damage. 2 runners left. Ready for the bottom of the ninth. Now stepping to the plate for Midland, Colby Halter. 1-run game in the bottom of the ninth. Base hit to left center. Around first and digging for second. The throw in. Safe at second with nobody out. The tying run is in scoring position. He's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either. And they may have needed great to get the win. A 3-2 final score in this one. Top half of the second from Midland. Between 2014 and 2017, the Rockhounds won the Texas League title every single year. It was the first time any Texas League team had accomplished that since the 1920s. Well struck, out to left. That one's back there. Snags it on the warning track. That was a really nice over-the-shoulder grab, flashing some serious defensive ability on that play. George, batting with one down, takes a strike. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. Grounder to the left side. And that's a fair ball! Runner around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Runner scores and they take the lead. 1-0. Big swing of the bat right there to give them the lead. That was clutch. Great bat control there. Slapped it down the third base line and kept it fair. That's clean hitting. 1 out, runner at second base. Next up for the Hooks, Cesar Salazar.
Runner, yes,
And the runner takes off for third in the dirt. And safe. That's a stolen base, not close. The 2-2. Line drive. Pulls it down. Runner tags from third. The tag out at the plate, and that's a double play. 2 away and a runner in scoring position here. And the next batter, James George. Picked up an RBI the last time up. Still their only run of the game so far.
Ball 1.
Some excellent pitching in this one. He's commanding everything very well. That one was in a location that wasn't going to come back to bite him. Here comes the 1-0.
No one better right here.
Swing lifted to left field. Pretty deep. And that'll do it. Left on base, but they hold a 1-0 lead. First and second, 1 away. Next up, James George. 1 for 3.
Hey, keep it going. You're next up there. Needs you right now.
This one lifted to center field. It's pretty deep. Makes the grab for the second out. Two down and the potential go-ahead run in scoring position. Gets the slider in there for a strike. And a base hit right there. Coming around third. Scores easily. It's an RBI single. And they lead it in the 10th. Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Smooth swing on that pitch. He connected out front and rattled it into the outfield. That's the kind of swing you want to replicate. 2 outs, runner on first base. Here's the catcher, Cesar Salazar. Here comes the 0-1. There goes the runner in the dirt. Safe at second, not even close. Fly ball left field. Makes the play. They limit the damage here. Great game at the plate, and he's certainly made a difference for him. Nice job, even in defeat. Your final score.
Yeah. I'm saying I just chill it. Real West Side.
James George looking to help his team get. James George digs in now, making a lot of contact recently. 10 hits already in the series.
Hard ball.
This out to center. That's back. There to make the catch. They leave one runner on base. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Drew Swift. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there. 0-2 now. Got him swinging. One gone. And he should be strutting out there right now. 3 pitches, all heaters, and he gets the K. Impressive stuff. Johnny Butler, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. Struck out looking for the backwards K. 2 gone as the home first is moving along pretty quick. Already establishing a potent rhythm, striking out the first 2 batters. It looks like these hitters are gonna have their work cut out for them in this one. And now, the first baseman, number 77, homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. He's started this frame with 7 straight strikes. We're in immaculate inning territory. That one finds the zone. And that's number 8, only 1 to go. Just off the inside corner. Ball 1. Now that the immaculate inning is off the table, he needs to focus up and attack to get this third out. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is upstairs. 2 quick strikeouts to start the game for this lineup. They may need to start attacking the first hittable pitch they see. And that one is foul. We'll try again. Got it. Nice job out there as he gets them 1, 2, 3. Bottom half of inning number 2. Coming up to the dish now for Midland, Caden Trenkle. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. A aggressive approach paid off there. Found something he could hit. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get a hit. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Now it's the right fielder, Nate Nankill. Struggling to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. Runner at first, 1 away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Ball 1 there. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks. And here at the plate, Colby Halter. Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action.
No balls. 1 strike.
Fly ball to left, down the line. That drops in no man's land, a foul ball. Now a flare off the bat. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Got it. 3rd out. So no runs here. Bottom of the inning, stepping in for the Rockhounds, Henry Bolte. To the right side, Encarnacion. Now 1 out. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Didn't play in the day game yesterday. Should be fresh for this one. And the slider just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
That one fouled off. 1-1 pitch now. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. 2 straight retired to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Back to the top of the order here. Drew Swift, the next to hit. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. And the 0-1 now. Turned on but foul wide of 3rd. 2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the back end of the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss. That's a K. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. So no run. And next, the cleanup hitter, James George. Collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game.
0-1.
We're in the 4th inning, no score. Line, and that's a base knock. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. He's been absolutely dominant in this one with only 2 hits surrendered to this point and no runs. With every hitter, it seems like he's got a plan and he's keeping them off balance. This hit shouldn't be too great a setback to overcome. Runner on the go, grounder left side, and plenty of time to first. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Now a chance for Cesar Salazar. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Left field. And that's the end of the inning. Welcome back. The Rockhounds at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. Line drive, base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. And here's the first baseman. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, nice changeup. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. And a swing and a miss. 1 gone. Here's the left fielder, Caden Trenkle. And there's a base hit. Lead runner stops at second. 1 out and runners at first and second. Now stepping to the plate for Midland, Shane McGuire. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Just misses the inner half.
1 ball, 1 strike.
To third, Whitcomb. Off balance feed, there's one. Not in time at first, it's a fielder's choice. So up next, Nate Nankill. Struck out swinging in the first AB. Chopped on the ground. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. Tough way for them to fall behind in this one. They'll have to refocus and not let this get out of hand. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the second baseman, Colby Halter. First at bat was a strikeout. Ripped towards third. They get the force. That ends the inning and prevents things from getting out of hand. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Rockhounds batting. Midland used to be called Midway Station because it was basically halfway between Fort Worth and El Paso, but there were other Texas towns called Midway. So Midland was chosen in 1884. He must have been sitting on something off speed. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2. And after not getting the call on the outer half, he's just trying to get some clarification for where it missed. Got him swinging on the curve. And the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th. The shortstop, now at the plate, struck out swinging the first time. Swing and a ball popped up. Cerny on the way in. Pulls it down, 2 gone now. The lineup flips over. Coming up to the dish now for Midland, Drew Swift. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. 2 outs, bases empty. And a strike in there. Rapid fire work on the mound. He's keeping these batters on their toes. That misses the zone. And the count 1-2. On 0-2, hitters are often expecting a curveball out of the zone. Nice job to anticipate and lay off it. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. We'll move on to the bottom of the 6th. Now, Johnny Butler. Popped up.
You go, you got it.
And there's 1 down. Next up counts number 77. 0 for 2 with a pair.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. Made them pay for that one, and they add on. It's 2-0. They are feeling great right now. Already out in front, then they add that homer. Foul ball there. 1 out and the base is empty. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe going to have to fight 1 or 2 off. Got the out.
That's an out.
And here's the catcher, Shane McGuire. Grounder to short. Sacco. Play made. That ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. And now the DH, James George. Line drive, and it's caught. Might need to do something to reset your karma. That liner had. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Nick Hernandez. A shot at save number 1 this season. George leading things off and takes a strike. This offense is looking a bit stagnant right now. They need to shake it off and get something going. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. High fly ball to right field. Nankill. One up, one down. Bases are empty with two away. Cesar Salazar getting ready to hit. Another full count pitch. In the air to left. That gets down for a hit. He really showed some great fight right there. They were down to their last strike, and he still came through with a hit to keep them alive. George went 6 solid innings for a quality start and had double-digit strikeouts.
The movers and fakers get around and catch the vapors. While my shots are jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you immigrants show papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing papers. And they call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, I pressure on you when you stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock, the body. Think it, we talk about we should've called the troops. Shout to all my that be waiting to make the part thing let loose. Chill, man, chill, let's get at a dollar bill. It's over, chill, let's get at a dollar bill. It's chill, let's get at a dollar bill. It's over, chill, let's get at a dollar bill. Militant, back in the booth.
George looking to help his team get back on track. Can they snap their losing streak today? James George digs in now, doing a fine job at the plate recently. 10 hits in the last 5 games. Fastball in for a strike. 2 outs with a runner at third. And that's ripped to left. Makes the play. They limit the damage here. As we go to the last of the third. And now the center fielder, James George. That one finds the zone. And that is strike one. Ripped into the outfield. Lunging, can't bring it in.
Now batting.
Runner at first. Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Shea Whitcomb.
Runner!
Here's the pitch. Runner is on the go. Makes the catch. 1 down. Now a throw to first. Runner won't get back in time. It's a double play. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Marcus Smith. And he swings and lofts one to deep center. This one's back there.
Relay, hit me! Relay!
Brings it back. Great catch. That was nearly a 2-run homer, but great job by the outfielder to get up there and take it away. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Hook's batting. That's towards center. Osuna should have this one. And there's 1 down. Well, the rain's still a factor here, and the umpires may have their hand forced sooner than later. At a certain point, it becomes a question of player safety. Ripped to third and caught. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, James George. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. 1 away. 1 down. And now the shortstop, Jonathan Ornelas. This one is labeled. Hangs off the wall. Around first, hustling for 2. And into second with 1 away. That's a double. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. George leading things off and takes a strike. Puts this one in the air down the line. 1 up, 1 down. All set for the start of this inning. And here's the first baseman, number 28. Ripped into the outfield. Might be trouble here. He turns and heads for second. Chance at a triple. The relay throw. And he's out. We're in the bottom of the 6th. And now the center fielder, James George. And a high fly out to center. Strom moving under it. And there's one away. One out and two on. Aaron Zavala getting ready to hit. And there's a hit coming around third. Relay to third. Not in time. Runner safe. And a run comes in to score. Digging in for the hooks, James George. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. Base hit. One run is in. Headed for the plate. Also in to score. That's a two-run single. Three-run game, it's 5-2. And with that knock, he advances the hitting streak to 10 games. Quite the run he's on right now, really seeing the ball well. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Matthews. Tying run waits at the plate. Swing lifted to left field. And there's one down. That's a well-executed pitch. He got him out in front on the pitch away and earned the flyout. Next up for the hooks, Luis Encarnacion. Hitting at the bottom of the order, not a lot of success at the dish lately, but could start to move up with a good performance in a big moment like this. And the tying run's at the plate. Hit slowly on the ground. There's one. Over to first, that's two. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that ends the inning. They put two on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and one left. Eighth inning coming up next. Frisco with the lead, 5-2. Here's the center fielder, James George.
Hey, need you right now. Here we go.
That's in there. It's 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. Out of here. It just clears the wall. It's 5-4. That swing is one he's been hunting for a while now. What a load off his back to hit that first homer of the year. A moment to treasure his first homer at the Double-A level. That's got to feel great, and I'm sure the organization is hoping to see. George went deep for the first time in professional baseball.
My darling.
James George went yard for the first. Now up, Kellen Strong.
Leading off for Frisco, the left fielder, number 2, Kellen Strong.
Swing and a rocket. And that one looks like it'll be trouble. Dives, but can't make the catch. Around first and heading for second. Around second now, and they still don't have it. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. Runner around third. Now a dive for the tag. Out! That was a close play at the plate. Full credit to the defense for getting him out. That's a real blow to the momentum of this offense. Two outs and runners at first and second. And now the center fielder, James George. Homered last night. Added another hit as well.
Hey, need you right now. Here we go.
Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming to the plate. Here's the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. It's not easy throwing out a base runner at the plate with 2 outs and a base hit to the outfield, but a fantastic job to come up with it, fire it in quickly, and put a throw right on the money. Great technique all the way around. Nice job, and that ends the inning. Runner at first, 1 away. James George. Digging in now, currently the #1 prospect in the Astros system, so there's a lot of anticipation for his future in Houston. Hot shot to third, but caught for the out. Might need to do something to reset your karma. That liner had base hit written all over it. Just some bad luck. Nobody on and 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Glader Figueroa. Figueroa stands at 6 foot even, only 20 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. On a line for a base hit. Makes the turn, heads for second base. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rough Riders have the lead, 1-0. Two outs and a runner at first. Here's the center fielder, James George. 1 for 2. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Fly ball down the line. That's pretty far back. Inning over. 1 runner left aboard. They're trailing here, 1-0. Nobody on with 1 out. Digging in, James George. 1 for 3. That one hammered but pulled foul. Out in front, ripped foul. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. Line to left. And now 2 down. Disappointing outcome. You hit the ball that hard, you kind of expect to get a knock, and especially representing the tying run, that would have been huge. Tough break on that line out. Certainly a frustrating game at the plate. I think he'd be the first.